So another day today, back on a bike. These are some guys that I met. There's a guy on the Tenere who lives here. He's from the UK. Tenere 700, pretty stock. Some Mitas T07 tires, I think. And then on the back behind me is a guy on HAP PR7. So I just met up with those guys. They wanted to ride today. Still explore some roads, see what's rideable, because there's still a lot of snow. And yeah, we're gonna see what today brings and see if we find some nice roads or not. I don't know if he actually knows where this is leading to. Maybe he's just exploring. We'll see.
So in this video we are just exploring the area, not knowing what we would find or if we were going to be able to ride it due to the snow. In total we rode around 3 tracks. They all varied in difficulty. The second track was probably the hardest one, and the last one was one of the scarier ones due to a big drop off at the side of the single track. I will try and put time markers in so you can skip to whatever track you want.
Beautiful. Such a beautiful road. Wow, this is amazing. Weird. Sometimes says my fuel tank is empty and then suddenly it's full again. Yeah, I don't know. As long as there's fuel in the fuel tank, I'm not worried. But it's a bit weird and a bit annoying. Oh yeah, and that's a nice track going down. those guys I got to know, man, there's a lot of tracks here. Jesus. Okay, I definitely have to come back here. But those guys I got to know they're old dudes, like old. I don't call them old. Like, they're not young, let's call it that. They're like 50, 60 years old. And I mean, they're out here riding, having fun, same as me. I'm 29 years old, but it's so nice to see them ride at this pace. And yeah, see, motorcycle riding is for everyone.
This is the second track of the day. It starts out with a nice logging road, which is just scenic gravel road. In the middle part, there's a steeper section going up where we wait before the part and go up there. And then it ends up in a dead end for us. It is not a dead end, but for the bikes, it is a dead end. So it's a really scenic part, and then you just ride down again. On the way down, I tried one of the more difficult parts again, and I got up that, so I was really happy about that.
Really cool. Seems to be a lot of logging. Damn. Fendt tractors are the best, man. This looks nice though.
Yeah, it must be up the other one.
But I think they always like come back together.
Yeah. Well, we're going in the right direction for sure. Oh, it's that way. It just joins the one above, or we just go carrying up this one.
We can go up this one, and if it gets any narrower, we just turn around. Because I know when it gets narrow, there's no way we're...
Right, it looks like it's going to be steeper than that. Because that one goes like zigzags up, and this one goes more straight. Can I have a look?
That was nice.
That was good.
That was really nice though.
Really nice. It goes around, and then round, and it goes down, and then it's steep back in.
I was riding up here, and I was looking at this. I was, no, that's not the next part of it. It's like, nah. I was so ready to get on the throttle when I came up here. Jesus, so beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, I was like, oh, Yeah, it's so beautiful. Jesus. Whoa, watch out. Maybe it's up there, I don't know.
Now you gotta look back productively.
Oh, it's like one of those.
Yeah, yeah. You're like part of the lone wolf crew. Okay. Better brake power. This is where it like. That's where it like went up. That looks really possible, doesn't it? Looks really doable.
really nice.
Dirt track was really cool, a lot of different terrain. It was more in the forest, which led to a bit more mud than stones. The first two tracks were a lot of gravel, big rocks, slippery rock surface, but this one really has the leaves, the fall leaves and mud underneath the tire, and it switches to rocks and then mud again, so it made for a really slippery surface. But it was a cool track. You had to think a bit more about choosing a line. With the loose rocks you can just put the throttle open and search some stability and just go for it. Here you really have to pick your line with the mud. But it was a really nice trail, and yeah, check it out.
Oh, the grass on top is really slippery. Oh, what a gutter! Do it. I'll do it again. Put this one here. It's crossing. That damn fucking sticky bushes. Hey, god damn it. I really have to watch out for the grass because that's slippery as hell.
Right-hander coming up. Okay. So it goes uphill, goes left,
Yeah,
up, and there's a really steep right-hander that can be a bit tricky.
that's the end point right there.
Yeah, that's where we're heading for, the top of there.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Gonna leave some space in between. Yeah, I just want to have some space in between. That was a bit tricky, but I think that's not.
It's quite tricky, eh?
Yeah.
That's nice. Looks nice, Jerry.
This was actually the fourth track, so we did 3 tracks with the 3 of us together, and after that one of the guys had to go home, and we decided to do just one more track in the area and try to see how high we could go. So it was just the 2 of us. This is an old logging track, and at one point it becomes like a 2 track. It is a single track. You can maybe pass with a quad bike, but not with a car, so it's in between a single track and a 2 track. And what makes it scary is not the skill you need for it. It's actually a pretty easy trail, but there's like a 400-meter drop to the right of you, and on a big Tenere 700 you really have to see what you do, and we are not on full enduro tires, so yeah, you have to keep it steady. We went up, we encountered some snow, and then we had to head back, and it was a really nice ender of the day.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's straight down to the bottom. Actually crazy, but I'm really happy I'm doing this one. This is crazy. I don't know why they actually use this for. It's not really like you can do it with a quad, but not. That's crazy. that's the end of the route.
It's going to get deeper and deeper from there.
Not even deeper, but the ice is just...
Yeah. You know, that's sketchy to go back down.
Yeah, it's all just pure ice. That was really nice. I'm glad I did that. It's a pretty nice trail.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
What does it actually get used for?
It's just it was built as a logging trail.
Because that's not for a car.
No. But what happened was, now the first part, it was like that all the way.
Yeah.
Right? About 10, 12 years ago, it was the same all the way to the end. But at the end, you wouldn't have got out on one of these bikes. The end bit was really...
So this trail was used as a logging track, but it gets really narrow and there's one drop where it's like a sheer drop off going all the way down. You gotta stay focused here, but it's a really nice bit of kit. Gotta keep looking forward. This is so nice. Especially to do on the big bike. You just gotta stay focused. I don't want to miss a turn here or like hit mud or anything. So I'm taking it quite easy. I think we're pretty close to where the drop is. It's already really steep up here. That's crazy. It's also really steep. There's a track up here.
So here we're cruising down the track, the end of track 4. The sun was setting, we were freezing cold, so we headed for the village. Had a nice cup of coffee and a hot chocolate, and we exchanged numbers, and we are definitely gonna ride again in the future. I went back to Belgium a couple of days later, and he also had to do some other stuff, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna contact him again if I'm in the area, or maybe gonna ride some other TET routes when I'm just in France or the south of France or somewhere else. But we matched pretty good with skill level, so that's always nice to find riders that match your skill level. And yeah, we're definitely gonna meet up again, ride again, and yeah, next video will be the video of the T-Tech suspension. So it will be more of a talking head video. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments and I will address them in the next video. If you have any video ideas, please let me know and I'll make work of it. See you guys.